Hey guys, how you guys been doing today? It's good. Um, so today, hold on, actually, just a minute. Sorry about that. I had to turn off the fan so you guys can hear me better. But yeah, this couple of weeks has just been hectic and stuff. Just been, I don't know, just been stupidly busy and stuff. Um, I'm just trying to man, I just feel like I just want to just chill in this bed forever and ever and ever. But it's just like my brain's like telling me like, no, you gotta like do other shit. You gotta do other stuff. You gotta make a video. I gotta organize my room and stuff. I gotta do everything. I gotta do appointments and all that stuff. I gotta get my shit together and stuff. And I was like, yeah, but this week's has just been pretty rough, and I'm just trying to get together and stuff, get my shit together and all that. But I just feel like time is just like it flows too by and stuff to the point I just don't got time to do anything and stuff. Um, and I just want to watch some certain things, just want to watch certain stuff and all that, and I just want to get the time to do that and stuff. But I just don't feel like I have time to do anything. So yeah, so I want to do this time to make this video to talk about some certain stuff like certain video games like Callisto Protocol. I don't even know if I made a video about that one, but yeah, that game wasn't good. I don't care that Penguin Zero could defend it all he wants. He could just say, "Oh, it's great graphics and stuff," and has an opportunity to make a sequel. It could be better. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, you messed it up once. I'm not gonna let this creator waste my time on another crappy game. Like I hate to break it to you, because the game was just all right. Like the story, the characters, I just didn't connect with them. I just didn't care. Like they didn't make me care enough for these characters, and like the whole game, they keep like bullying this main character, saying like, "Oh, he's selfish. Ah, he's a butthead. Ah, he just cares about his instincts." I'm like, bro, he's the most selfish, most selfless fool I've ever seen. The only thing I like was like the biology behind these creatures and stuff, but that's pretty much it. Like all the rest of the creatures just look the most generic, stupid looking zombies I've ever seen. Like none of them feel like they're interesting and stuff. None of them feel like um they're new. It just feel like recycled monsters and stuff. It just reskinned monsters and all that. Um I wasn't even a big fan of the soundtrack. I just felt I don't know, it just didn't feel the same as like Dead Space or like I don't know. And I know a lot of people don't like they don't want people to compare this game to Dead Space and stuff because it's a whole another generation. Yeah, I mean it's a different game and stuff. But still though, is this supposed to be the replacement of Dead Space? Then I'm sorry, this is not the right one. And I'm not saying that Dead Space remake is safe either, because so far they changed the main character's looks to them, and they create certain cool scenes to cutscenes. And the thing is with the whole first game is that it wasn't a cutscene game. It was like a full interactive game where each scenes like when there's feels like cutscenes, but you're still in control. You're still like control of the player and stuff. So you still have control no matter what it is, and it's so good how like it doesn't takes away control from you. Um, I don't know why they did that. I'm so confused. Like I like the animations on some of the necromorphs and stuff. Like I thought that was cool, but like that's pretty much it. And I like the gore like effects. You when you shoot the face, it's like you can see a skull and stuff. Like that's cool. I like that. But like what else they're gonna be doing with the game then? Because like it seems like they're undoing certain things I'm not a big fan of. Like they're making one of the characters like Nicole, for instance, like she looks old. Like why she looks old? Like Like, why she make her look like a 70-year-old lady? And she's because apparently in the game she's like 39, but there's no like confirmed like lore to that. And like even she is 39, there's tons of ladies that are as beautiful and they're still like that age. Like I forgot her name. There's certain like the actresses, that one lady who did Horrible Boss. She's played the Kruger lady. Yeah, she still looks pretty, and she's old as fuck. Uh, it's yeah, So there's examples like that where it's like she could still be pretty, and she could still, you know what I mean? I understand why games and movies just don't got the balls to just make what they want to make. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. It's so strange to me. Just make, just make, just make the lady cute. I don't know. Just make her who she was in the cave. I don't understand. Now you're probably thinking, well, what about Kendra? Or you know what I mean, the mean lady. No, they completely just. They even made her look weird too. It's just like, why? Like I remember the first game. Like, sure she was a butthead, but hey, she was pretty. I give her that. But like they completely changed her character too, where she's like chestless, and I'm like, why? Why would you do that? I don't get it. Even Isaac is like he looks nothing like the original Isaac. Like that was weird. Why did they change his design? Just have him the Dead Space 2 model. Like I don't get it. Oh, so stupid. So, man, that's kind of a shame because like I was hope because I was just really hoping that these games would be come off as good and stuff, be really good, successful ones. But it seems like both of them are gonna be okay. Um, I am still rooting for Dead Space remake to be better than Callisto Protocol. I don't give a fuck. But Callisto Protocol, the whole game is you just dodge, 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 whack. That's it. There's no like other creative combat. You got guns, but that's it. Like you only have like a limited ammo and stuff, and you have like telekinesis powers, yeah, but it isn't like as like good. They weren't as like so good to use like in Dead Space and stuff. Like when you use the guns and stuff, where you use the telekinesis. Sorry, it all feels so good to use. Like it feels so satisfying when you rip these necromorphs apart and stuff. But in this game, it just felt like you're doing the same shit and you're just doing the same thing. And what's so funny, you could dodge left and right over and over for the whole fucking time to the point that the enemy just straight up like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Just books it. And then he comes out with more two other guys. And you gotta dodge two of them. I remember I saw um, Angry Joe's reaction or his review of it, and I totally agree what he says. My God, I am so sick of tired of people keep like sucking its dick. Stop it. Just fucking say how it is. It's a shit game. I don't give a fuck. I don't care as um Kamiko from The Boys. I love The Boys and I love Kamiko, but I don't. But that doesn't. I don't excuse it. I love her in Bullet Train. I watch Bullet Train. Then this game. Oh, like man, no. This is the type of movie sorry, game I would recommend. The jump scares were just 1920s jump scares. They weren't good. However, there was one movie that actually was really good. Magen actually. I was surprised how good it was. Like, man, that was fantastic. Like the way they did with the psychology stuff was really interesting. Not only that, but the dynamic with the main character and this girl and stuff, and everything what they did with Megan, how she's like not only becoming her friend, but like replacing the parent and stuff, or the guardian and stuff. Like it was really cool. I really love this dynamic and stuff, and it's like it almost felt like a twisted like the boys version of Fred Rogers. It was a robot. Like that's how it felt like to me. Like the very first beginning of the movie, it just shows like a toy that was poopy and stuff. I was like, yes, yes, I know this toy. It's real life too. It's a unicorn toy that apparently, yes, it has a toilet and it literally poops and everything. I remember Penguin Zero made a review on that toy, and that was very interesting. And it kind of sucks because like that's where we're heading to. That's where the very shallow, like running ideas, so freaking desperate like toys. And it's a shame because I remember back then, like we had the most coolest toys back then, like the 2000s and like the 90s. And like man, we were spoiled. We were like it was awesome back then. I remember the Animal Planet toy collection and all that stuff. I remember the like mummies like adventure mummy like toy collection where you're like they create really cool stuff out of that and it was genius. And I wish there's still a thing on eBay and stuff, but there's not really a lot of them. But whatever. Anyways, sorry, rambling. But yeah, Megan was really good. Um, it was horror towards like the middle of the movie and then towards the end. Like it wasn't horror right off the bat in the beginning, which is good because it's like that's the whole point. It's building up tension, it's building up the moment, and then just it shows it hits the climax and stuff. Like it's really good. The way they did with the dialogue was really good. There's never a point I wasn't really a big fan of. I actually really was a big fan of it. Um, However, um, now, what else? So that movie was good. Give it like a 9 out of 10. I think that's fair enough. You know, it's quick, it's simple. Not like doesn't feel like it was scraping its feet. It felt like it felt good, pretty good. I feel like it's a fair one because I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was like the greatest movie of all time, but it was still good though. I really liked it. I think I recommend more people check it out, see more of this. I just feel like the violence in the movie was tame, like because trust me, I see worse than that. That was just tame to me. So yeah, I think that's the reason why I didn't feel like it was like so amazing. It was still good though. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it very much. Um, However, the other movie I watched was Avatar, the sequel. Now this movie was interesting, but like it was way better than the first one. I give it that. And it has this really cool, dope family dynamic and stuff. Everyone was complaining about the main character, how he was yelling at these kids for no reason, and it's like there is a reason though. He was yelling at them because their dumbasses always get themselves in graves of danger and stuff. You know, he's a dad. He has to be aggression. He has to be this. I get that. You know what I mean? That part, I thought he was just gonna be retarded the whole thing. But no, he was reasonable. He was like, you know what I mean? He didn't want to lose what he has, like what he got going now, and I get that. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I don't get why everyone's so like like they're thinking like every dad has to be like Kratos, where he just like he tames the disciplines and stuff, and it's like no, he does. This kid needs to learn. He needs to learn to to stop doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like that's how it works. That's how parenting and stuff works. You know what I mean? And like Connor once says from SCP confinement, the bottom line is the parents will always just make sure they work, make sure you're safe and happy. Either their dicks about it. Um, and yeah, and the one thing I was a big fan of was just like they still continuously make humans the most evilest generic fucking people I've ever seen. Like the fucking general lady was still there's like there's scene where there's an evil lady drinking a mug of coffee menacingly. Like in the scene with the villain was just drinking coffee as trees were blowing up and stuff. Yes, very menacing. Um I just love when they fucking park too. When they came to Earth, and they just like they didn't park it like where there's no land, there's no animals, there's no forest. Just like a desert location where just like it's more discreet and stuff. Respectful like parking and stuff. Nah, they just park in the most like habited area ever and just fucking flame floored everything. I'm like just laughing at that. It's just like, like how fucking evil you gotta be to do all that shit. Oh god. Oh, and I know it's supposed to be sad, but it's like I find it funny. It's like fucking people just. It's like a fucking guy, like a rich guy, just burst through their fucking this guy's house. Like, what the fuck, dude? Why? This is my new parking space. Get out of my way. Oh fuck. That's ignorant. Oh fuck. I just find that funny. This fucking guy just have a fucking an alien just drop this giant ship in this guy's house. Like, what the fuck? Why you do this? You killed my dog. It's like, this is my fucking space, bitch. It's like, why? Oh shit. And then the main villain for the first one somehow came back. He like copied his conscious, whatever. That part was weird until the reason why they did that is so they had. I'm guessing because they have no other villains besides Australian Boy, who's like God. I just find him the most annoyingest fucking villain I've ever seen. How the way he just goes like, boom. The way he did this hand things, I'm just like, shut the fuck up, die already, please. Like why can't they just have a cool villain that just got like the fucking balls to just go evil, like Homelander evil, like Soldier Boy evil, Darth Vader evil, like you know what I mean? Like just get the villains, just have make these villains that have the fucking balls to just be fucking menacing. You know what I mean? Like I would love to have a Negan villain, like the boy and Avatar, where he's just like, guess what? I've been spaghetti. Oh, so good. But no, we're just gonna get the most generic evils, like fucking villains from the Villain Factory, like the generic bullies of all time. Man. Yeah. And then I like the way they did. I feel like the plot, was like their main goal was save these whales and stuff, or these whatever they are. Um, from when I've heard it, when I first heard that, I was like, okay, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. But then you get to know them. You actually get to know these creatures and stuff. You get to know who they are and stuff. Like there's a personality in them and stuff, and I love that. And I even feel bad when the creatures died and stuff, and I was like, oh man, that sucked. Damn, not even the kids are safe. Damn, that's mean. And there's a reason why they do that and stuff. Why they're doing this? Because immortality bullshit. Anywho, for a 3 hour long movie, it felt short. Like it felt like it get to the point. It felt like they have time. You get to know the characters, you get to know everything. Like it was really cool. I really liked what they did with it. So I didn't think it was like a fucking masterpiece or anything because there's certain things I do have a problem with. But never to the point where it annoys me or I just felt like just rolling my eyes or just whatever. I just felt like they could have done better, in my opinion. A lot of people were just like, everyone's just like fucking praying to this movie because how good the graphics is. It is. It's really gorgeous. It's gorgeous graphics and it's really cool and stuff. Um, yeah. So that's all I gotta say about that one. Um, mm, I give it like 7 out of 10. I know a lot of people were like, "What? You compare this? You're saying me Megan is better than this?" Yeah, I like the story. I like Megan's story more than fucking Avatar. it just felt I just didn't like the villains. I just wasn't a big fan of like the whole thing with it. And it's like they just had to create one. They just don't want to make give humans like a personality and stuff. And I'm like, why? We're humans. We're like, you know what I mean? That's how we came to be. That's how we are. Like talking creatures and stuff. You know what I mean? Like sentient. I don't know, Homo sapiens. As conscious and like common sense and like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I just felt like Megan had more of a serious tone and stuff, and made never dumb it down or anything like that. So I was really happy. Yes, the talking fucking doll that did the Fortnite dance was way more better than Avatar. Oh shit. Anyways, so yeah, Megan's better than Avatar. Fuck you. All right. I wonder how many people are gonna give me shit now. Because I remember I watched a review of Struggling Nation, and they say like, if anyone doesn't like this movie, I'm gonna sock them, I'm gonna punch them and stuff. I'm like, well, I'm one of them. I'm not saying the movie's shit. I'm just saying like there's certain problems I have with. You know what I mean? It's just if people and they're gonna argue. It's like, well, they're serviceable and stuff. And I'm like, okay, but you create all this depth for the main villain and stuff. Like he has a kid and stuff named Spire. And honestly, man, I just did not like Spire. I find him fucking stupid the whole way. He just felt like a corn fan wannabe dude. I'm just waiting for his dumbass to be like, oh what that, dude. Uh, anyways, um, because I was thinking, making a video of which movie is better, Avatar or Enemy Mine. So I'm really looking forward to make that actually, which is a good idea. I really want to do because I really want to talk extensively on the plots, the story, and the effects and stuff. Which one's better? Which one's this? Because I find that it's way more interesting. Because nobody talks about Enemy Mine and stuff, and this movie, like, literally is way better. Because it's so Enemy Mine is so really emotional. It's an emotional movie. Where it's two enemies like had to team up and then it became friends and stuff, and it's really cool. I loved it a lot. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. If you give me some ideas and stuff, see what you want me to do. I'm all opening for suggestions and stuff. Um, and then what else? What else? And then I've also been watching like movies from like long ago, like back in 2000s or whatever. Like The Warrior's Way, good fucking movie. Oh my god, I remember how so good that was when I was a kid. When I first watched that, where it's just this awesome samurai warrior who just killed all these soldiers and stuff, like in seconds. And he's about to kill his one last enemy, but it was a baby. And so he decided not to kill the baby. And it's like, I swear, this feels like Mandalorian. I feel like they stole the plot, this plot from to create Mandalorian. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it's an awesome idea. Um, However, except he went to like the samurai warrior take care of this baby, and he moved from Japan to go to Western, to cowboys and stuff. And that's where he's through half the movie he's just learning to be happy, to be human for once, to live and stuff, live a happy life with this baby and a few other these people and stuff. It's just really good. And then toward the ending was awesome, where it's not only cowboys, but literally a bunch of army of samurais are all fucking fighting and stuff. It was so fucking good. It's style. It's very style. It has a huge like feels like it's really good style of a movie that I 100% recommend. Um, and then I'm also planning on. I think I already did make a top 10 zombie movies. One of my favorite zombie movies. But I probably make some other cool stuff. But I also was thinking creating like a really cool series based off mixing the Lovecraft like lore and stuff, and like the mixture of like the demons and demonology and like the angels and stuff, and like almost a little bit with like King Peter Jackson's like King Kong like style and stuff, like world building and stuff, and then combine them together to create this really cool like um, long history of Western to medieval stuff. Like create a really cool history and stuff, like a create awesome lore, and at the same, it'll be like kind of like the Void, like crazy cosmic horror stuff, but the mixture with like classic Western movies like Old Henry or like uh uh The Revenant or True Grit and stuff. But like the mixture of like The Thing and stuff, and like crazy, like just awesome lore, like good storytelling, like a pulp mixture of like Pulp Fiction and like the Hateful Eight and stuff, or like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like combine all that and create awesome storytelling. I'm so excited to work on it because for now, I am working on the story, I'm working on the lore and stuff, grabbing some creatures and grabbing some characters and stuff, and see what I could do with them, and see what I can work on a really cool like big lore. And I really want to get a writer to work on the dialogue and stuff. So because I'm not very good at the dialogue, or at least for me, I'm just not confident that the dialogue. It just felt like I'm stealing the dialogue, but I really don't want to. I really want to make my own unique dialogue, but I don't know how to make a really good like poetic like you know what I mean? It sounds so freaking good, like Old Henry, like the dialogue with the villain dude, where he's just like, uh, I love the whole dialogue with him, where he's just like, I got some suspicion with who you are, Henry Riccardi. I got man, that name sticks in me like a thorn. I hope an owl could hear us say something, but he wouldn't say shit. Even me and my boys were, what's the word, emphatic of their question. You probably concluded I know sheriff, know these men my deputies. Now one of us spent yeah, West County for a month ago. Who are you? Where you come from? Every place on earth, every place on earth but this. So be it. A last offer. This tongue-tied piece of shit for sure curry in there and the money. You get what you want, I get what I want. We go our separate ways without blood spill. Not yours, not mine, not that boy of yours that's seeing you surveilling all that window. That one guns blazing. I was busted in there, guns blazing a long time ago. I believe you know that. Well, you leave my brother-in-law right where he is. Turn your right asses off my property. You do that, I'll let you live. You hear that, fellas? Is that the talk of a Milo sidebuster? I think not. No. That name's that sounds like all together. Hobbs. Any conclude? Any you can tell me that might change the equation here? Kiss my ass, you long-winded son of a bitch. You got a bear. I'll give you that. Last chance, Al. You have no idea the hailstorm you're about to fix to let loose. Semi-properly warned. You know what I mean? Like that cool, that kind of dialogue, but also like Lovecraft's dialogue. How like it's so like there's so much details and stuff, and so much like it's so good. How like there's so much like the way it talks and stuff. It didn't feel like he was outsmarting, being a smarty pants and stuff. It's almost like he's explaining like regular folks like me how I'm explaining it. You know what I mean? Of these creatures and stuff. It's really good, and I could see Lovecraft could be like Lovecraft's lore and stuff could be like a cool Western style, like cowboys and stuff, with like Cthulhu mythos creatures and stuff. I could totally see that. So I'm hoping I can achieve that goal with different animation styles, like through stop motion to like live action stuff to practical effects and stuff to cartoon, like all sorts of cool animations, like almost like Love Death Robots, which is really good, fantastic show. So I'm hoping I'll do that. Hopefully I get things done and stuff. Um, and then for this, and then also another thing before I end this video, and the reason why I made this video it has nothing to do with the movies. Like I like talking about movies and stuff, and I like talk about certain things and all that. But there's this one video I saw about this guy was talking about like how modern day like treat white people very shitty and stuff because of what ancestors of do and stuff, and it's saying like they becoming no better, all the people who are talking so much smack to white people and stuff, to the point they become no better than the people back then. Now this part really hits home to me because I saw, but when before he talked about all the details and stuff, he showed us examples of each people who are so oblivious and so ignorant when they just say all the most meanest shit and saying like they just want white people to be extinct and stuff and blonde people don't exist. And I'm like, why? Because because white people did like fucking year forever ago, like that shit is like, no, you cannot compare this from people who are that happened back then to happen now, because it's so funny that like certain people are talking about this, especially when certain people like Chinese people were complaining about, younger Chinese people were saying this. The reason I mentioned this specific race is because if you didn't know, the during production of Mulan movie, the reboot one, Disney literally said thank you to the Chinese government of using their terminate camps for I forgot which race. I think it was like Arabic or like Muslim, whatever. But still, they're literally terminate. They literally use terminate camps to make their movie. Yeah, um, pretty messed up. Not only that, but they also but the main actress who played Mulan, she's also support the Hong Kong police, which is like the biggest like police brutality places ever. Like holy fuck, it's so bad. So I mean, hey, you talk shit, you're gonna get hit. Like you talk all that smack and saying like you're better than white people and stuff, and you're like you're ignorant. You just like you're straight up ignoring all the bullshit and stuff. You're straight up ignoring all this stuff, and you just I don't know. It's like kind of like people are just becoming. They're not realizing they're becoming no better than any of these people. People are so hung up of this racist thing, and I don't like talking about race, and I don't like talking smack and stuff because I don't feel like that's fair. But when people are talking so much smack towards people that like this, I'm not saying that all white people are innocent. No, and that's also very ignorant when saying all race are also innocent. No, everyone got something on each race, on each people, on each group, everything. Every black people, every people got fucking Jeffrey Dahmer in their group. Everyone got a fucking oh, you know, Al or what the fuck his name is. Si- Simpson, uh, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, the football player guy that would kill his wife and stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean. Everybody got certain groups. Everybody got a fucking cult, crazy ass cult people. Everybody got a fucking, you know what I mean. Everybody's got something. Everybody's got like these really awful people in each group and stuff. And I'm not saying every groups are all that. Some people are cool. Some people are really cool and chill and stuff. Well, all these people, well, some people are just fucking mean. They're a bunch of animals. They're just dicks. But does that make them racist? No. It just depends what they say. It just depends on the context and stuff. Um, and this guy, when he's talking about this, and during the videos, it's just like, I'm just looking at these people. It's like, dude, you're realizing you're becoming the very thing you swore to destroy. Like, you are literally becoming Anakin, and you became Darth Vader. Like, this is what's happening. Everyone's just so ignorant. And you know what? That's the beauty about America. Is like we can say whatever the fuck we want, and we would not have consequences. You know, and like other countries, it's like there's certain things we can't say because we'll get in really serious troubles for it. But whatever. We could you could punish white people all you want and stuff. But I also find that very unfair. That's find that very ignorant and stuff. And I even believe it at one point that being racist towards white people, it's not racist. But in reality, it is. It's very racist. And it's not cool. Because it's the same thing how we feel about Jordan Peele when he says, I would not hire, won't have any white actors as the main lead and stuff. I find that very ignorant because he gets away with it. And that blows my mind. You would think there'd be repercussions. You would think there'd be something. And I get the reason why. I get the bullshit. But at the end of the day, though, he's not living in the 1930s. He's not living in the fucking 60s. He's not living the roughest years ever. No, we're living in the time where we're very supportive to each other. We're very open to each other. We're very having we want the opportunity to have more black leads. We want more all this. We want more diversity and stuff. But but that doesn't mean you get an easy hand. Like you get an easy like handout and stuff. Like everybody got to work with it. Everybody's got to work hard. Everybody's got to fucking earn it. And we all eating a shit sandwich. We're all just trying our best to do what we need to do and stuff. And I also think that's kind of ignorant for him to say that because that's like the equivalent of a white director says I will not have any black leads. You have any idea how much like fucking like he'll be destroyed? He'd be obliterated off the face of the earth. But nah, like for him, it's an easy. He's just like a pass. So I feel like everybody deserve an equal, like you know what I mean. Everybody deserve to be treated as equal. Everybody deserve if people say some really shitty things, like Jordan Peele did. Yeah, he deserved to be get fucking canned. Deserved to get all that bullshit as other people get. You know what I mean? I just find that very ignorant when certain groups of people say this, but it's okay with them. But when certain people say this, it's not okay. I find that very ignorant. That's super ignorant. Unless it's certain people who are like very, very racist, yeah, they deserve what they got, Yeah, tell them it's like, hey, that's not okay. Because the end of the day is like no words are limited. People could still say whatever the fuck they want, and you could still be offended about it. But all you can do is just like, hey, I appreciate if you don't say that because I'm not very comfortable with that word. You know what I mean? It's easy. Just be cool about it. Don't be fucking go Marvel hero on this person's ass saying like, oh, you're evil for saying this. You're racist for saying this. Because at the end of the day, everybody's got a choice. Black people choose to be offended by black slurs. Asian people could be offended by Asian slurs. White people could be offended by black slurs. And certain feminist people and certain LGBT people are be offended by black slurs. At the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people, the reason why white people are taking all this like punch in the heart of the white slurs and all that stuff is because we're trying to like forgive of all the thing of our ancestors did to these specific groups and stuff, to race and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, but that it was ancestors though. That was something that wasn't in your control. You couldn't go back in time and stop all that. And what can you do? It's a fucking like it was everywhere. You cannot stop it. You cannot wage war against that. It was, that's how it was back then until it had to be done like in the legal like fashion. It had to be became illegal and all that stuff. I know it took a fucking long time, but that's how it was. And I didn't like, and it's very ignorant when this one lady says that black people were the first Jewish people. And I'm have to say that, okay, are you those type of retards that thinks like you're the black people are the Egyptians and stuff? If you say that, then that means you guys are the ones that started slavery and stuff. Because at least that's why I've heard that. That's why I've heard because Egyptians were the first like civilization, whatever. If that's the case, then they're the ones who discovered slavery and stuff. So that again, you cannot say ignorant shit like that because there'll be consequences. Because there's people out there that research histories and stuff. Look, I saw something like that in the Egyptians and stuff, so I could be 100% wrong. People, you can easily confirm me with this. Say something and all that stuff. Don't be a fucking me. Don't be a fucking a moron about it and say like you're fucking evil for saying this and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, but what do you want me to say? You think I should be taking it? No, I should never take it. I'm gonna say how it is, and I'm gonna say that's fucking stupid because that's not how that works. Because when you say shit, when you say shit like that, then there's gonna be other shit that you're gonna be saying. You know what I mean? I'm just saying you just cannot say ignorant shit like that. Like I'm saying, I can't say ignorant shit like that, like the Egyptians and stuff. Until that's research and confirm and stuff. I'm pretty sure it is, but I don't know. You guys could confirm it. And I'm not really afraid of backlash because what are they gonna do? Get rid of what are you guys gonna do? Take away my YouTube channel? Take away like I don't have any social medias. I don't care if I was canceled. I don't give a fuck. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I just want to make movies and just make cool shit. That's all I want to do. I don't care about this fucking horse shit. Because at the end of the day, we're all just dealing with our bullshit. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what's it like to live, to walk the line of black people and stuff. That's like the same thing of they have no idea of walk the line of a white person. They have no idea. It's like the equivalent of like telling a woman what's it like having a vagina. It's like I have no idea what their experience is. There's a huge, huge difference. You know what I mean? You cannot. That's like feminists telling me what's it like having a dick. It's like they have no idea what's it like having a dick. You know what I mean? It's like you can't control it. It's like hard to control it because like your dick is like a motivational speaker. Oh shit. But anyways, yeah, I just remember I just watched this today and then I just couldn't settle and stuff. I was just like super mad about this. And I decided to make a video about it and I'm just like people out there, don't be a butthead. Don't fucking respond to these assholes. Because at the end of the day, these people are just parasites. They just want to get attention. They want to say all the shitty stuff so they get more publicity and stuff. And I can't help but think, like, why? Like, why would you do that? Why pissing a lot of people off and stuff? Why expecting us we supposed to take it all that? And I don't get it. And I hate that people are saying, like, oh, white people, especially blondes, who deserve to be extinct. I'm like, I'm blonde. I'm not fucking. Uh, I'm not doing mass genocide. I'm not Thanos. I'm not Shacknos. You know? I'm not doing anything evil. I'm just a regular guy that just want to make videos and make some good movies and stuff. And I love that they're saying, like, oh, Jeffrey Dahmer's gonna trigger a lot of white people to become more violent and stuff. I'm like, are you the same retards that think, like, once white people watch fucking Joaquin Phoenix Joker, that means everyone's gonna get violent? It's like fucking stupid. Shut up. uh, anyways, so yeah. At the end of the day, people, don't be an asshole. Don't be a fucking prick about it. Just try and picture in other people's shoes. And that's what I'm doing too. And we're all just trying our best to keep our shit together and stuff. And I'm hoping this year it gets better. I'm hoping it doesn't get worse. And I really wanted to get better because considering the court system, whatever, of YouTube and all that stuff, apparently it's gonna get shut down, whatever. So just try and make it a good year. That's all I ask. Just try to be thinking positivity and stuff. And especially when you have like really crazy motherfuckers just respond to you and they makes you really mad. Don't respond to them. Don't bother. I got tons of people. I got fucking psychopaths respond to me, and I don't respond to them. I do certain ones I do because I know they're just trolls, or someone who's just being a prick for no reason. And I'm just like, thank you, bye bye. You know, because at the end of the day, we live only once. You know what I mean? We can't guarantee that we can live for 10 years, 20 years, or even right now. We probably die tomorrow. So the best we can do is just live like it's our last day, eat like it's our last meal, and that is a samurai, and that's a quote from a samurai. And I hope my last meal would be fucking Wendy's. So, anyways, I hope you guys like this video. If you did, let me know what you think about all these movies I was talking about. What's your thoughts on the subject matter I was talking about? I really would love to hear you guys' thoughts on it. Be very open. Yeah, I would really love to hear you guys' thoughts. It really make me happy every time I see the response, whether it's negative or positive. I don't care. Well, all right then, and then recommend some of the stuff. I don't know. All right, bye bye.